scale of 1 to 10, how happy were you to see that checkered flag today?
Yeah, probably 9.5 to be honest. It was a really challenging race. We had all sorts of problems in the last 12 laps. It was called a brake by wire failure. So when I was hitting the brakes, the pedal was going all the way to the floor, and I had to do some resets, and it was coming back to me, and then the next corner it failed, so for 10 laps in a row, I didn't know, going into every corner, I didn't know if my brake would be solid or if it would be going to the floor. So yeah, really compromised the race, but at the end of the day, coming home in P2 was mega.
Also had issues with the DRS transponder, I believe, because actually whenever Lando or Shah got close, they weren't able to actually be sure in the fact that they had DRS or not, because the transponder wasn't sending the signal that would tell them if they were within a second.
Sounds very complicated.
Right, so I don't know whether it helped in the end or not, because they didn't know, but for you, how tricky was it dealing with that? And what were you dealing with in the car with that?
Nothing really, to be honest. I think every time I looked in my mirrors and they were within a second, they had DRS. And I wasn't using DRS, I was ahead. So that didn't compromise at all.
You've got to go and see the stewards about the DRS and about using it at a point where you weren't allowed to. What's your defence for that today?
Well, it was, there was technical problems. I backed off. It was probably open for less than a second. So.
Are you able to just explain to people how it works, so people watching,
well, I don't know
it's
why,
triggered automatically, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how it got triggered. There was all sorts of problems going on with the transponder and the signals going to the car. So I honestly can't give you an answer because I was losing everything on my steering wheel as well. I had no data on my steering wheel. I lost all of that. So, I was really compromising that last stint. So. Yeah, I don't know, it'd be exceptionally harsh if something happened.
Well done dealing with all that and still getting the P2.